Oh, I forgot to put my hat
I mean, I put my Christmas shirt on.
I see that.
I did put my Christmas shirt on, but y'all, I got ready for y'all.
I didn't get ready for y'all.
Not.
I got to get my hat on.
She just.
I'm not going to turn the lights on because you don't really see them. So, Hey.
I got to get rid of this garbly gook.
Yeah, whatever that goop stuff
We got garbly gook over there on our screen.
Anyway, good morning, everybody from Flockaroundthetable. Sunday.
You have the same hat on.
I know. Can you believe it? I love this hat.
We are live.
It kind of looks
She's
like
wearing this 2 Sundays in a row. We didn't pre-record this.
But
it's seizure time.
It's seizure time, and then it goes to this, but it kind of washes out really bad. So I thought
we're just going to turn it off.
Maybe. You got to hit it just right to turn it off.
Yeah.
And then I thought, and then I had it on yesterday for
Good morning, Virginia and Colleen.
And then it kind of, first I had it on like this, and then goes, what is that, a sailor hat? And I went, no. And then Maddie said, hey, that's a crown. I said, yeah, it's my Christmas crown.
It's your Christmas crown.
It's actually not, though. See, you can wear it this way, and then it's a Christmas hat.
Then it's a gesture hat. You are such a dork.
Yeah, I know. So now I got to take it off because it smashes the old hair, and one does not.
Hey, Ashley's on.
Ashley, hi, Ashley. How are ya? What's up?
I think. Is that our Ashley? Is that our socks? Are you our socks, Ashley?
No.
No.
No, she's from Maryland and Roslyn.
I don't know. Yes, I am.
Hi, Ashley. Look, Ashley. Look, wait. Look, Ashley.
She's got them on.
And
she at first said she wasn't going to wear them. She was going to frame them. And I said, the hell, you are going to wear those freaking socks, man.
So I think I'll sit like this for most of the show so everybody can see my really jazzy feet.
Your fantastic socks.
Yeah, and they're clean and everything and no smell. See, Sue isn't dying from it yet, so they're really good.
They're good.
These are great. Oh, Ashley, you have no idea how much I absolutely love them. They're so cool. And yesterday, we went to my sister's down in New Albany.
Yeah.
For our Christmas, because my niece is home from Seattle on her winter break. So we went down, and my sister immediately grabs them like, these are, oh my God, they're beautiful. And she tries to put them on her foot. And they're just a little too small for her because she's got a little bit bigger foot than I do. And I just sort of said, they're mine. You're not getting them.
She goes, these are a little small for me. And Tab goes, good, because they're not for you anyway. They're for me.
Yeah, I know. Rosalind is her partner at Fat Girls. And I'm sorry, I apologize because I put a Z at the end of fats. And it's PHAT, guys. PHAT.
Girls.
GIRLZ. And even though neither one of them have any heft to them at all. So, but I think it's because, but when I went to search to find you guys online, the movie came up. Fat Girls, I guess there's a movie
I know, I saw
that
too.
So anyway, and I wore I want a hippopotamus shirt today.
I got on the Christmas bones.
Yeah. So we are in our element for us.
Kind of.
So anyway.
My goodness, y'all.
Anyway, your hair looks just fine.
Whatever. It is what it is.
Yeah. So what'd you do this week?
Worked.
Worked.
I went back to work. Gimping around.
It's still quite swollen, and her toes are still an ugly greenish purple.
Yeah.
So my advice to her was to wrap it because it'll bring the swelling down much quicker because you're kind of getting a pooling effect.
I got a fat foot.
Yeah, she really does. She wouldn't get the sock on either, let me tell you.
No, I probably wouldn't. No, probably wouldn't. But
yeah, they're like incredible. And I'll show you guys again later. I'll take my shoe off and wear them. Yeah, I didn't wear them yesterday because I had on. Why didn't I wear them yesterday? Oh, yesterday I had on stupid leggings. I'm telling you.
She said that she washes hers. She's glad you're wearing them, and she washes hers.
In the washer.
They're super washed. She washes them on the washer on Delicate.
Super.
Yeah.
And her colorway was Silent Night, I think I read on the little card because it's sparkly and everything. Cool. So, it's going to take a little getting used to. They're a little bit, you feel a little different in them, but I really like them.
They would go really well with these markers.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You can't really see them really well on there, but they're up in a shop called Winter Night. They're iridescent-y blue purple.
Yes,
they're fun.
Beautiful. Yeah, they're
fun.
like
Not a new one. Those have been up for a long time, but they're a big seller. So
yeah. So
I'm
we had to
more.
kind of make more of them as you keep kind of going on.
Yeah.
Well, when you work on some of these crazy ones, and when you work on some of the ones that are more difficult, you're like, why did I spend all this time on these? They don't work. And then you want to go back to the one that works. It's like when you're
Are you talking about stitch markers?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because this one, so last week after the podcast, I said to her,
I get to name one.
I said, I am tired of picking out color beads to go with what color rings. So it's your turn. And I just pulled out my drawer of rings and I pulled out my drawer of beads and I go, you pick a color combination. So
I did.
So she did. It's a brand new bead.
She's never going to let me do it again after this.
I am. But I'm going to, but now those beads aren't going to be in the drawer for you to pick from.
For me to pick from.
So it was a brand new bead and I hadn't worked with before. And so she picked out gold and this clear iridescent bead. So here's what they look like. And she called it Celebration. They are a limited edition, y'all, because only about a third of the beads work. And I'm not buying them again. But it's an iridescent. Those are brand new. They're up in the shop.
So that's something for me.
She did pick out another color combination, which I didn't realize is already up in the shop.
Oh, I did.
The pink and the gold.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's with the glow in the dark.
Oh. Okay.
Progress Keeper.
Yeah, it's a glow in the dark situation.
So that one's already there.
Well, and it's funny.
But I got some lavender beads and I don't have any lavender stitch markers. So I think I'm going to have to do some lavender and something.
Yeah.
I might have to buy purple rings to put lavender on.
That would be good. Yeah, I kind of like that.
But I can't buy anything until the 1st of January.
Why?
Because I told my husband I'm not buying anything else for the shop until after the 1st of the year. And he goes, you're shitting me. And I go, no, but all my carts are full.
Pretty soon you're going to have it delivered to my house and then I'll bring it over. Yeah. I mean,
it really is for tax purposes because I really just didn't want to keep track of anything else.
Right. I get it. Yeah. Because
end of the year.
It's only a couple weeks away.
It's only a couple of weeks away.
I mean, pretty soon.
I still have stuff that I purchased prior to that are sitting in the room that I haven't done anything with yet.
Well, that's standard procedure. It's the same situation.
It's kind of like you only do with the yarn on the top.
Just you only go through the top layer. And so you don't always dig through the whole thing, then the other thing is you get them and then you're not sure. You see them online and then once you kind of work with them, you're going, okay, these are just going to be mystery. What are those? Those are gorgeous.
This is going to be the newest.
Oh my
mystery
God.
Pack. That's not up yet, but I do have photos, so it'll be up today.
I love it.
I think I'm going to call this one Fashionista.
Oh, please.
Because
this is
there's
wonderful.
shoes and hats and lipsticks.
And perfume. and of course, because you've got a crown.
Crowns.
Oh my God, this is amazing. Oh my word. They are. Look at this one. This one I think is one of my favorites right here.
Chanel number 5.
But I'm a number 19 kid.
Are you?
Yeah, I like 19. 5's not. It's a little too heavy for me.
Yeah, but everybody knows.
Number 5.
Number 5.
They do. I have to give them credit. They do know.
It's not up yet, but it will be soon.
It will be. See? How wonderful. So you don't really know exactly what you're going to get.
No, it'll be a mystery. And I'll do it like all my other mysteries. It'll be, like a 5, a 10, a 15, a 20 pack or whatever.
Nice.
I might have to limit this one down to 5 8, 10 or something.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, you got to kind of check.
Because I don't want to give you guys.
Because, January is inventory time. So we might have to come over and count everything. So
no, because when somebody orders a mystery pack, I want them to get different ones for as many as they purchase. So if they buy a 20 pack, I want them to get 20 different.
Right. I agree.
And I don't think I have 20 different. I might. I'm not sure. I'd have to look. At any rate, I'll figure it out when I put it up on the Etsy shop.
Yeah.
What have you been knitting on?
Oh, I did knit this week.
I'm glad you did.
Yeah, I did. Well, see, because I told him this week, we were supposed to be gone, right? So Tuesday and Wednesday, Tuesday knitted with the girls, and then I came home, and he just sort of looked at me, and I said, "Hey, I'm at sea, so you're not getting anything out of me today, tomorrow, and Thursday. I'm coming home, so it's a whole day of flying. So look out, you're not going to get much."
Yeah, and then you have to leave the house for a while to get me.
Yeah, that's true. And then Friday I went and got my nails done. I got them purpley sparkly. It's hard to tell. My toes are silver, which are really cuter, but I'm not taking my socks off to show you my toes. But I did get my nails done on Friday. And he just said, "You're going today?" He goes, "What about yesterday?" I said, "Well, I couldn't go yesterday. I didn't even get dressed." I said, "Do you want me to go to the nail salon in my jammies?" And he's like, "You would know the way people dress today.
Nowadays, you wouldn't."
Yeah, you don't. And I wear nightgowns, but not like stupid ones. They're like black or something. They're not like frilly granny type. Except I don't know. Lately, I've been. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I get your toe?
No, I'm good.
Okay,
you're fine.
And
I got 9 more.
Yeah. Was that your bad? No.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is. Of course it is. You only hit the bad finger. You only smash the door on your thumb that's already sore.
Right. Absolutely.
You stub the toe of the foot that's in the thing. So anyway, back to what I was doing.
Yeah,
I decided that I bought this yarn on Amazon. It's called Yarn Monkey. And allegedly it's 100% cashmere. It's even listed on Ravelry. 100% cashmere.
Bullshit.
Well, doesn't have.
Did you check the spelling of cashmere? Is it the correct spelling?
It's the correct spelling and everything.
Nah, I have a feeling that they spelled that cashmere differently than what cashmere really is. That's not cashmere.
Well, they have different kinds. Maybe it's, leftover from Mongolian that they mixed with Aztec, that they mixed with some other Angora something. Anyway, it doesn't have any fuzz to it. See,
there's no fuzz and it's not soft.
It's not too. It's very easy to work with, though.
And it's highly twisted. It's a nice yarn. I'm not saying it's not a nice yarn. And it's a nice yarn.
It's very stretchy. Ravelry has it as a worsted weight. I don't know. It's kind of maybe a light worsted. But anyway, this is called Tannenbaum, and you can't really tell. Oh. Let me pull my butt in so you can get around.
No, you're fine. I got around this.
I was sticking out in the runway here. Okay, there you go. See? Okay, now you can see it. It's called Tannenbaum hat. And the picture on Ravelry is a little better than the picture in the pattern. And I decided to go ahead and use the yarn instead of sending it back. Because at first I took one of the skeins out and it was somewhere and I couldn't find it. So when I went to pack, thinking I would put it in the take back to Amazon, send back to Amazon box, because I have one of those. Because, everything now, you get to the end of January to return. They give you the extended returns, like from beginning of November on or something. So I put everything in a box. And then I take it back when I have Kohl's dollars to use. So I get another coupon. Because if you drop it off at Kohl's, they give you a coupon. 15 to 25% sometimes if you do that. So there you have it. Okay. So anyway, there you have the pattern. I did it from the graph, which is pretty cool. I did write the graph out because I was working in the car yesterday.
Well, and you did mittens in that too, and with beads on the Christmas tree. It's called Tannenbaum as well, I think.
I think so, yeah. But that pattern is no longer available.
Right.
But you can. I have it at home if you want me to send it. And I thought about that when I was doing it.
Yeah, because Jen wanted that,
Yeah.
I think.
She wanted it. So Jen did that. So I did that. That's one of the things I was working on this week. And it's going to be a pretty good size hat, seriously, when it's finished, because I mean, I still have to finish the second set of trees. Okay, guys. See? And it's already up here, and I haven't even.
Yeah, but so if you plan on wearing it, it'll be a slouchy hat, and I would just put a pom-pom on it.
I'm gonna put a pom-pom on it. You know,
you're gonna have somebody make a pom-pom for you.
Pretty much.
Because her pom-poms look like,
she said they're not
maybe an octopus that has a different DNA structure.
Mine are a little less than superb. So anyway, you know.
That's okay. You know a very good pom-pom.
I do. I know the best. And actually I have a lot of fluffy ones at home. And I may go a different color.
From Michigan. Carly's in Michigan. You got snow up there, Carly?
Oh, maybe. South Carolina, Diana? Yeah. And actually, these guys are in Washington State.
Yeah.
So it's really early there that they got up early to watch us. And I really appreciate that, you know. Here I've got all these people in all these other countries. We're getting up early, and it's already 11 o'clock at night when they're watching us. So that's good. So anyway, she must have visited her parents because they're in Michigan. No.
But it'll snow tomorrow.
Oh, yeah. Tomorrow it's supposed to snow here. I told her that.
I know. That's what you told me earlier. And I'm like,
She didn't like to hear it, but I did tell her that. And then I worked on my Musselburgh.
4-letter S word.
I know. And I finished. I got to my Musselburgh. I'm down to the ribbing.
Okay,
I do a half.
We're gonna have to.
I do a half Musselburgh.
Okay, we're gonna call yours just the muscle.
Oh yeah, it's not the bird.
No,
it's a muscle hat.
It's a muscle hat.
Okay,
it's just a muscle hat.
It's a muscle hat. Okay, that's a good idea.
Yeah, because it's only half the word.
It's really not a muscle bird.
It's not. No. It's not really a muscle bird.
Yeah. But. So I'm doing knit one through the back loop, purl one. You can't really tell yet because I just did one row.
Yeah.
So I haven't gotten there yet. I tried to do it in the car, but I was losing daylight. So then I had to. Yeah. Then I had to just, you know.
I can only do straight knitting in the dark.
Yeah, I was like, I'm not sure I want to trust pulling through the back loop.
Yeah.
With that. So, and then most of the week I can't say that I just sat and knitted because I really didn't, but what I'm doing in my cleaning out effort in my house is I'm going through stacks and piles and picking up
and moving to another place.
No. And dusting and then putting back what I seriously think I could use because I don't know where else to put it either. So I did have 3 garbage bags full of stuff that's going to donate this year to Goodwill.
Why don't you just, on your way here, just stop at the Goodwill and drop them off?
Oh, that's Mikey's job. I don't go back into it.
But Mikey's a procrastinator, and so then the bags end up
well, that's true.
Piled somewhere.
Yeah, that's true. Well, they go in the back of the truck. He has these bins he puts in the back of the truck. So when it fills up, because he's afraid I'll go back in and get it out, because I've been known to do that. And so he'll take it and put it in the truck. Because he recycles usually every Saturday. That's his thing.
So on Saturday, he goes to the recycle and then the Goodwill?
Well, especially since I'm an Amazon order person. We have more boxes in our house than Carter's got little liver pills, let me tell you. And I also heard some very exciting news this week.
What's that?
The most exciting ever. We're getting a new yarn shop in West Clay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What was it called?
I can't remember. I'd have to get my phone out. But she's opening in January.
I know. I want to know exactly when in January.
And I'm going to go through West Clay to figure it out. And she's not going to be far from Chicken Sharon. So
no, Chicken Sharon said she could walk there
I
from
know.
our house. That's ridiculous, Chicken
and
Sharon.
Zing Coffee is in there. There's a coffee shop that's right in town. And there's
The yarn market.
The yarn market.
It's called the yarn market.
Nice name, huh? So cool. So that's the name.
It's going to be in West Clay Village.
Yes. And they're going to hopefully open in January. And I hope it's not when I'm in Hawaii, because then I'm going to miss the grand opening. Because then I'll be bound, because I'll be in Hawaii, because I won't be at the shop. And I need to be at the shop. So anyway.
And ice cream.
And ice cream. And they're going to open up an ice cream shop. So we'll have coffee. There's a Greek's Pizza.
Yeah.
There's the yarn shop. And there's going to be ice cream. So we can get our coffee, our yarn. I can sit and we can knit and we can
have lunch.
And then it's going to be so fun. We're just going to take over Saturday. So, madam, whoever the name of who's opening the shop, you look out, because Saturday will probably be taken over.
Right.
Yeah.
It doesn't have the person's name on their business card.
Not yet. No.
We'll figure out.
We'll let you know. We'll
we will get the scuttlebutt on it.
And Sue will probably even post like the link to it and everything, so that we can get to know it and get to be part of it and everything.
Very possibly.
Yeah.
Once I get it and whatnot.
We will be in the news. Where's my microphone when I need it?
It's in the yarn.
And speaking of the top news of breaking news, beep, 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 beep. Buh, 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 buh. See, I should have done that. We should have had breaking news. Breaking news. Oh yeah, because we have a yarn shop. So that'll be fun. We have one now, but we just don't. Anyway.
We have one in Scienceville.
And Scienceville's good. Katie's got some cool stuff, and Jennifer's great. And they've got classes and everything. And she carries a wide variety. So I have to give her that much.
Yeah.
She really does. And if you need something, you can get there. I've just suddenly become an online.
But there's not a lot of gathering place there too.
Right. It's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It has sized down, because we used to have
like in the
quite a bit of
sitting, like
area
we could have
to
8 to 10 people easy.
hang out, knit, and tell everybody what color yarn they should buy.
Yeah, that's true.
We did. We would tell everybody, oh no, that color goes with this one.
Oh, you're going to get that? Oh, I don't think that's earlier. How about you trying this one instead?
Oh no, we never said, no, we absolutely never said, don't get that color. No, we never said that.
But if they were sort of standing looking, so usually one person got up or Marcia went over and said, this, it may seem odd.
But you know what?
If you need together,
if you're putting colors together, go talk to this person over there, because they're really good at it.
They're really good at it.
They'll help you.
So so it was always fun to do that. I did enjoy that. I learned a lot about yarn myself there.
Just hanging out.
Yeah. That made a big difference.
For sure.
Because in the beginning I was like, DK, worsted, I gauge, what the hell you do with that? I keep
twisted, untwisted.
Yeah,
How many what? What are we talking about?
Well, and a twisted rib is really just like you do a rib row and then you do a knit row. That's the twisted rib pattern. That's what it's called. And here I used to think, and yarn overs. Oh my God. I thought they were the worst thing ever. I would see a pattern. If it said yarn over, I just went right past it. I didn't even think about it, no matter how great it was or anything. I just couldn't. And to this day, I still can't do that Hohi Locatelli's with the double where you drop it and then you drop it to go in the other way and then you pick it up. I can drop the yarn over once, like.
But you're talking about hipster.
Yeah,
right?
like the hipster.
So the hipster, you wrap it around your needle 3 times and then you drop that whole thing.
Yeah. You knit one of them, but you drop 2.
Right.
And that I can probably do, but on her other one, but then you come back and you pick it up so that it makes an X.
Yeah, you knit the last 3 and you slip the other ones back over.
Yeah, it just doesn't compute.
It's really, I've done it twice. It's really a fun.
Done a great job with it. And I said, I really like the look of it. And I thought, well, I'm going to get to that couple of rows and I'm going to hand it to her. And then I'll do the next chunk and then I'll hand it to her. Because I'm kind of thinking with socks, the heel has always sort of scared me. But then I thought, I don't have to invent the wheel.
No, just take it to Marcia. She'll pick up your stitches.
That's exactly right. I'm thinking, hey, Karen does that.
But
so
literally, if you can't,
I can pick up stitch.
You're just picking up a
I
stitch.
know, I can pick up a stitch.
And that's what Karen doesn't do on her heel, is pick up stitches.
Yeah, because she doesn't. Well, I didn't do yarn overs until forever. And I think I went when I was
What are you guys afraid of doing?
Yeah. What do you think you don't like? We, in the beginning, SSK just did not compute.
Slip knit?
Yeah, just didn't compute. I'm serious. It was like I'd sit at home and I would go, okay, I'm because a slip stitch is slipped purlwise unless otherwise specified.
Right.
Okay. That's usually the rule of thumb. So I'm thinking to myself,
brioche is one. Carly says she's
oh yeah, me too.
She's a skirt of brioche.
Yeah.
I'm a little skirt of brioche.
So I was thinking, okay, I learned the slip stitch and I'm going slip. And then I'm like, okay, how in the fuck are you going to knit it like this? You know, I didn't realize that this, you put it in front. I was like trying to take it off this way. And oh, believe me,
you want to see how I do a slip knit? And I saw it. Oh my gosh, I can't think of her name.
The first one I slip purlwise, the second one I slip knitwise, and then I go through the front, wrap it over, and it works.
I can't remember the teacher that I saw show me how to do a slip knit, but this is how I do it. They never go over to the other side. I never slip it. So I go through as if to knit through the front.
Okay.
Then I go to the back of the next stitch and I go through the back of the next stitch like I'm going to knit. So now I have two.
Right.
And then I yarn over and I pull through both.
Wow.
And two stitches come off. So I have slip knit.
Does it lean the right way?
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's a cool way to do it.
So you do the knits like you're going to knit through the first one.
Yeah.
And then you
knit through the back.
Knit through the back of the next one. And you haven't completed any stitch. And then you yarn over and pull through both.
Hey, that's pretty cool. Yeah. I kind of like that.
I can't remember which
person.
Online teacher-ish person showed me that. Very pink. No, it wasn't very pink knits.
Pearl Hunter.
The gal who, I can't think of her name, but she lives in either the Bronx or Brooklyn.
Okay. She slips the first stitch and then put it back on the needle. Needle. Yeah. So yeah, I
do it all in one fell swoop.
Yeah, she does it all in one, which is
knit
kind of
through the front of the first, knit through the back of the second, and then knit through both and pull through both at the same time.
Okay, I'll have to practice that because I do have SSKs on the back side.
God, I can't think of the gal's name
of this side.
I'm sure if you Googled like one motion SSK or something like that, I'm sure the YouTube would come up. Yeah,
well, it's sort of like across the center line. Which way? The knit one right leans this way and the knit one left leans this way or the other way. Yeah. So knit two together goes this way and knit SSK goes that way. So, it just depends on. And I've read also that the make one, because sometimes Stephen West does that. He just writes make one.
Yeah, that doesn't matter how you're making it.
And it doesn't matter how you make it.
But it does matter.
To me, it does matter. And so
because I can make one by turning one stitch into two.
Yeah.
I can make one by creating a stitch
backward
out of
loop.
Nothing.
Yeah, you can put a backward loop on. Yeah.
Right. It does matter how I'm making one.
Well, I think so too.
For the finished product.
Yeah.
But if he's saying, I don't care how you make it, it doesn't really matter. Just Patty Lyon. Yes. Thank you, Mary. That's who it was.
Patty Lyon.
Mhm.
Yes, that's right. She's got some cool stuff.
She does some, I mean, no matter how you knit too. So she does continental and English. She'll do right-handed and left-handed, like right in front of you. And she's like, she'll do Portuguese. She's like a knitting teacher.
Yeah.
She's fantastic.
Yeah. My niece asked me if I was going to become a master knitter.
Oh my God, no.
I just sort of looked at her and went, first off, I'm like, how in the hell did you know about this? And secondly, yeah, I mean, like, I'm going, because I know she's subscribed, but she doesn't always watch us because she's on Sunday, she works.
We just told our family to subscribe to us anyway, so it doesn't really matter. They don't.
I always tell everybody to subscribe.
Except my husband every now and then, so I have to be careful what I say about him.
Yeah,
he chimes in every once in a while.
Every once in a while. That's true. Mikey doesn't. I don't think he does any of that. He knows I talk about him, so he doesn't want to.
So he doesn't want to hear him. I'm not going to hear him.
Well, actually, he mentioned yesterday. My sister, of course, my wonderful doctor sister, got into her doc mode with my niece and my sister, the other sister.
So we don't want her to look at my foot.
Well, no, she's very good. It's just that she kind of, sometimes tries to play like the big sister, I'm the authority, so you have to do what I have to say sort of situation. Yeah. And Madison is hefty, and she's 23, and she really, it's like I want to show her when you lose weight, and she's still young enough that in a lot of respects, some of that she still has the elasticity. Yeah. So she won't have as much sag as I have, and that excess skin, it's awful because it never goes away. And then when you gain weight, that excess skin just stays there with whatever fat's in it. And it's not good fat either. It's just kind of there. And you get fat.
It's old fat. It's old fat.
Which is true. And you get bigger quicker because it just pushes that fat out. And I did notice that at one of my heavier.
Can you go in and have that cosmetically taken off?
Yeah, some will do, some won't,
Cosmetically,
no, the cosmetic surgeries, they don't pay.
Well, I'm saying if I
paid for it, yeah. The only problem is if you get complications, a lot of times insurance companies won't pay for any of the complications after because they didn't approve the surgery.
Yeah.
But if you don't ask them, like same sort of thing. I had when we switched dental insurances, they told me they wouldn't cover the tooth because it wasn't their tooth. They didn't pay for the filling that fell out to begin with or something. So they weren't going to cover the root canal because they said it wasn't their tooth. So I thought,
well, none of my teeth are your teeth.
Well, mine belong to several different dentists. Well, one dentist, but several different surgeons over the years that have put in implants and things like that. So over the years, they've come to several different, yeah. So, yeah. Anyway, what was I talking about?
If
the sisters
losing weight, and the sisters and losing weight
and getting on my back on my medication. So yesterday she's in the car, and of course she pulls this. It's an inanimate object's fault. It doesn't work. It's not the operator's fault. It's the inanimate objects. Like she couldn't get the door open. Well, it automatically locks when we're driving.
Yeah.
So you have to push the button, and we have the child safety lock on the back window. And it's just, we never turned it off. The car came that way. She's the only one that sits back there and she's smoking. Anyway, it's the GF stupid thing. And
no, it's the goddamn motherfucking
stupid
window won't go down.
Goddamn fucking Ford, and it's always the fault of the inanimate object. And of course, I sat in the front seat and under my breath was like, it's just a joy to travel with her. And then I didn't realize she was still in the back seat. She hadn't gotten out of the car yet. I don't think she heard it because she didn't nail me. So I think I'm safe there. But it was like Mikey said, you can tell you're back on your meds. And I said, really? And he goes, yeah. He said, a week ago, you would have yelled at, he goes, you would have just ripped her a new one, and it would have been a very pleasant 1.5-hour drive to New Albany because you two would have been going at each other in the front and back seat. And I said, yeah, it's a good thing I'm back on my meds, because I said, I'd slap your face I said, you beat up a tree because of the way that you're driving. And he goes, well, I'm not driving wrong. And I said, yeah, you are.
Yeah, you are, but I'm just not saying anything.
I said, I'm just not saying it. I'm sitting over here knitting on my hat, not paying any attention to you because I looked in my
Because if I do, I'm going to go stir crazy.
Well, that, and the fact is, he had to go out and clean the car. There wasn't anything really to clean. He dusted it and cleaned it, which I appreciate, and he took it to wash and everything. I'm like, why are you spending 2 hours on the car? He goes, well, one, it needs to be done. There's nothing wrong with it. I mean, nobody ever sits in it but my sister. There's not a lot of, he doesn't take it to McDonald's. He takes his own car. Mikey eats in the car. So a lot of times there's a lot of little crummies.
Sure.
That get built up in his car. And he doesn't take my car. He takes his car. Because usually his car needs gas. And that's a Saturday thing. And he can also do the recycling from his car sometimes.
Yeah.
So I was like, whatever, go ahead and clean my car. I'm fine with that. Well, I get in the seat and I practically slip off the damn seat. He waxed the seat. And it's a heated seat. You don't wax. You don't use a wax on a heated seat. Because you know what happens when you get in a car and you go to sit back on a heated seat with wax? It kind of goes swish. And then the back of your pants are like sticky because you've got sticky shit on the back. So my leggings are like down around here, all the way down to the bottom. And I'm like, I can't keep these things up today, And then my sister, of course, in the back seat, she has to be a real bitch. She goes, well, maybe you're finally getting an ass that they'll stay, And I'm like, if I have an ass, they're going to stay up. And she goes, oh, yeah, that's right. You need to gain weight elsewhere.
Oh, let me talk to my body.
Yeah.
Tell my body where to store its fat.
Well, that and where it's going to put it when it does decide to come back on, because I'm sure it'll all come back on as time goes on. So I got even with her. I put a Temu order in with all these funky Valentine shirts for the next cruise.
So yesterday my husband went golfing and took his dad with. His dad and him went golfing with all the guys. And I had a suspicion that I would get a phone call from Linda, my mother-in-law, but
sometimes
I was busy doing other things, and it crossed my mind early on, and then it was gone. So I was doing my stuff, blah, blah, blah. I ate lunch. Because, of course, I eat breakfast at like 5:30.
She does. She's up at the crack of dawn.
And I had lunch at like 11:30, 12:30. My phone rings, and it's my mother-in-law. It's 12:30.
Do you want to go to lunch?
No. It's like a butt dial. I answer it, nothing. And I'm like, Linda, I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Linda, are you there, Linda? Nothing. So I hang up. Again. She calls again. I answer again. Linda, I can't hear you, Linda. I hang up. I'm calling you this time. Maybe it's whatever. So I'm going to call you. So I call her, and it rings and rings and rings and rings, and then goes to voicemail. I'm like, right, you butt dialed me twice.
Yeah.
Like somehow or another, you butt dialed me twice. One right after another.
Yeah.
The next thing you know, less than 5 minutes go by. And here she's calling me again. And I'm like, hi, Linda. And she goes, hi. I pulled the car over so I can actually talk to you now. And I go, what? And she goes, my phone didn't hook up to my car, so I couldn't hear you.
Oh.
Her phone was in her purse. And it like didn't. She goes, it's not, the Bluetooth is not working. And I'm like, yeah. And she goes, it said I had to sync my Bluetooth. Now it had been before.
Yeah.
But evidently it had
unsynced.
Yeah. Somehow or another. There was an update, whatever.
Right.
And it needs to be synced again.
Right.
And she's like, and then it asked me for my password. And I have no idea what my password is.
I know.
For that.
Yeah.
She goes, I'm just leaving that for Jamie. Jamie can figure that out. And I go, yep, he sure can.
He sure can. Yeah.
And then she's like, I don't know how I made it. Because they just moved here. So they're using ways to get around. So she goes, I don't know how Waze still worked and my phone didn't work.
Right.
And I go, well, Waze doesn't go through Bluetooth.
Right.
You have to hook your phone into your car for Waze to work.
Oh, is that how that works?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think CarPlay is the same way. The Apple is the same. I think it has to. My phone automatically syncs to the car, but there's some things I can't do.
Yeah, you have to be plugged in.
You have to be plugged in.
You have to be plugged in.
Yeah. So
Bluetooth, like sound, you can do sound.
Yeah.
Bluetooth through your car.
Yeah.
So
it's weird.
Music.
And it's funny too, because if you have Bluetooth, I
was kind of like giggling a little.
Yeah.
I was giggling a little inside. Like, yeah, it's just your Bluetooth that unsynced.
Well, it's funny because if I'm using my AirPods and my phone synced to the car, they don't always come. You can't do both.
No, because they're both Bluetooth.
Right. So you have to, it's something else I have to do. I have to turn something off and then turn it on. And then I haven't really figured all of that out.
Too many Bluetooth things.
Yeah. It's, and that's funny because my husband always says to me, you should turn your Bluetooth off at the airport because that's a way people can hack you.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, but I can't use my earbuds because they're Bluetooth. Everything is Bluetooth now. Just about everything there is. Even my phone. You have to get a special adapter or buy special earphones because I have a Lightning. And now with the new one that I'm going to get when I get the titanium one, hopefully next month, because they're working on the processors, it's a C. It goes from the Lightning. So all the ones that I bought will not work unless I buy this little adapter thing. Well, the little adapter thing has these teeny tiny, if you bend it any way the wrong way.
That's why you get these kind.
You get, it's awful.
Y'all, if you don't have one of these, it's a magnet plug-in. Get one. Yeah. They're the best.
Yeah.
Because you put that in one time.
And you never
have to take it in or out.
Yeah.
You can have different cords in different places, but it's all just a magnet.
Yeah.
And they just magnet together.
Yeah. So I still have to keep the Lightning cords because my earbuds and my TV remote for Apple TV they're both charged with the Lightning connector. But the new iPhone and the new iPads are all with the USB-C.
When you get these,
but then it doesn't matter.
When you get these, you get like 12 different kinds of connectors. So you could.
Yeah, I know. And then I had to get special adapters for some of them because they were C to C, and I didn't know that made a big difference. And so I had to get this other adapter so they're a B because the computers are still Bs.
See, and when you have the magnets, it doesn't matter. You have one cord and everything, no matter what the thing is.
I'm going to have to do that.
You want to have one magnet and it's just magnet to magnet.
I know. Mm-hmm. I'll have to do that. But then I can't have this fun little gadgets. I mean, I have all these really cool little gadgets.
Yeah, and you have to carry around 15 different fucking cords.
Well, yeah, but that's that goes in a little container.
I carry one cord.
Yeah. Well, I had just a Lightning cord, so that was what I did, and the iPad just stayed in the room because it doesn't, that was the C. The C does charge faster, though. I think so. I think the C does charge, and that's enough on Apple and everything else, and all that technical,
all that bullshit,
huda that goes on with all that stuff.
So you're playing with your non-cashmere hat.
I'm playing with my non-cashmere hat, and I'm playing with my Musselburgh, and next week. Now it's Christmas Eve, so we probably won't be here.
I'm playing with this.
That's a muscle bird.
It will be a muscle bird.
I'm a muscle person.
Yeah, she's a muscle. This is.
I could go the other way and be a bird.
This is so.
I got it in Denmark.
I mean,
it's great.
I mean, for real.
I have to go back to Denmark. Maybe when we go see Ellie,
Look
I'll
at
have
how
to go.
Stretchy.
It's so soft too.
It's so stretchy.
You know, and the funny thing is, this is the only pinkish yarn in the whole shop. That's why you got it.
It's so fantastic.
Because it was pinkish. That's why she got it.
It's silk and mohair. Well, it's silk and it's silk and wool with just a smidge of mohair
in it. And I think it'll be fine for you. Because I felt it, and I thought I could do really well with it. So I have to go back to Denmark.
And I'm using a size 3, but it's so much smaller.
Yeah.
With this yarn. But I'm knitting on a size 3.
So here's a question for you guys.
And I got a 8 count, which is higher than any of the stitch counts on the Musselburgh. So
really?
I got 8 stitches per inch.
Oh, the smaller the yarn, the tighter I get. So I'd have like 47 to an inch or something like that. So anyway, question for you guys.
Yeah.
All right. Now my Musselburghs are done with sock yarn. My muscles are done with sock yarn, and I use a 4.
Right.
Okay.
How many stitches per inch do you get?
Oh, I have no idea. I
just
do a standard.
All right.
And it's like 8 or 9, something like that.
Stitches per inch.
Yeah.
That's off of her chart too.
That's
she only goes to 7.
No, she goes to 9.
No, she only goes to 7.
No, she goes to 9.
No, she doesn't.
Yes, she does. I know she does. She does.
I'm getting it right now.
She's getting it, and I know I'm right because it's like 8.5 or 9 or something like that. Yeah, look. There. See, but look. Oh, gauge 7. Well, wait, I got
gauge
8. This is the baby. This is the toddler. This is the adult. So 7. Well, I usually do 32 to 38 because I'm such a tight knitter. Well, whatever. You're right. It only goes to 7. I thought it went to 9. Maybe on the new rewrite it went to 9 because she did rewrite it.
I know. Maybe on the new one
she did because
stitches to put on. I think I did 32.
Oh, see, now I do 38 standard, but I'm a very tight knitter. You have to remember my stuff is a lot tighter with a 4. This is a little bit bigger sock yarn. So, but this is I mean, this is pretty tight, guys. This is tight for a, anyway, when I go down, Ashley, you've probably converted me. Ta-da. Even when I make my mittens, I use a 3 or a 4 with my sock yarn. Should I go down to a 1 or a 2, or should I just stay with a 3 and just play it by ear? I don't know which way I should go. So I need some advice there from my sock knitters.
This is not ballistically tight.
Well, not as ballistic as it usually is. It is a little tighter up here. Plus, you got to remember it has been stretched out a couple of times on my head so I could tell where it was. I use a 4. I'm down to a 3. This is a 3 now. I use a 4. So I think I'll just use a 3 and go from there and take it from there.
Karen says try a 2.
Try a 2? Okay.
What do you do your mittens on?
3s and 4s.
How much different are your mittens compared to the socks you have on your feet?
I don't know. We'll find out. Here. We'll put them on my hands. About the same. They're kind of loose. See? Take that back here. Hold on.
Ashley, what size needles did you use for these? She used a 0 for these.
Really?
Yes.
Oh my
That's what I was gonna say. This looks like a 1 or a 0 or a 1, depending on your gauge.
These are a 3.
All right, I need a gauger.
She needs a gauger. She's gonna check it. Oh my gosh. See, these I did last year. This is Brenda and Heather's Christmas one last year. And this is my limp thumb pattern so that you get all the striping on it. And then you put the thumb in after the fact. So, and I did these with like a 3 or a 4.
You have 7.5 stitches.
Oh.
Per inch on that, on this.
Okay.
Let's see if I can see it on the sock. 1,
She do
2,
socks on a 1, Musselburgh on a 3. So I guess maybe because
9. She has 9 stitches.
With a 0.
With a 0.
So that's what I need to shoot for. 9 stitches with a 0.
No.
Well, they fit. So that would be right.
No, you need 9 stitches to an inch.
So whatever
9
gets
stitches
me
to an inch.
Whatever it is, start with something and do a swatch. I'm not a big swatcher,
Colleen does them on a 1.
I would try
a 1. I would try a 1 and see how many stitches you get per inch. Just do a swatch.
Yeah.
With a size 1.
Okay.
And see how many stitches per inch you get.
Okay. And my next question: toe up or
that's a personal
top down?
I think that's a personal choice.
You think? Okay.
Ashley said to start with a 2.
Start with
since you're such a tight knitter.
I am a tight knitter. I can be very ballistic at times, especially the first time I do something.
So do a swatch with a 2.
So I'll do a swatch
in the round.
Of course, it's in the round.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do it in the round.
And then check it and see. Okay, I can do that. So we'll have to see. However, next week starts the Hyper Knit Along with Stephen West.
You know, you could do your next mittens in a size 2 and see what gauge you get. Because it's in the round. So you're going to be making mittens anyway. You could get your gauge swatch with that.
Okay, that's what I can do. And then I can go from there.
She can make mittens.
And then I can make a mitten. And then at least I'm not, the swatch is doing
Karen does cuff down.
Cuff down. Okay. Well.
Some people do toe up. Like Leah does toe up. So you can try them on.
That's kind of what I was thinking myself. But I'm, I think I could probably do it. But see, these are a little loose on me. I have to admit, they're a little, I added here because I think this is a little longer than what it should be. Should really actually be like that because I wasn't sure. The limp thumb is what I do with these. These are so much fun. I love limp thumb. The only thing is I really enjoy the gusset. I like the look of the gusset on a mitten.
Yeah, but
I do.
You don't get the perfect striping. You don't get the perfect stripey with the gusset.
Right. You don't.
You end up getting a wonky bullshit there.
Right. Right. Well, then I thought, I could just turn around and go back and then pick it up. And then I thought, nah, because there is a way to do that. And I just haven't gotten that far yet.
Ashley says she does cuff down.
Okay.
Because of her cuff.
Because she does this cool cuff. She does that cuff like do your cuff.
I did the bend and snap. I don't have it in front of me.
But yeah, she does it where she folds it over type thing. I'm nowhere near to that yet. Never.
But I could show you how to do it.
Fish lips, kiss
heels.
Okay, wait. I'm writing that down, Colleen. Fish lip,
kiss heels. And I think that's just with the cuff down. Maybe you can do it both ways. I don't know. I don't do socks, so.
Yeah. See, so I think I'm going to be a convert, because I thought if nothing else, I can just make my pants a little shorter and then you get to see them,
Well, and you can make shorty socks too.
Well, yeah, but then that's no fun either because then it's in the shoe. But I could make the socks and not put the toe on.
Well, you could do
like the one I did. I've done one sock and it has no toe. I didn't like it, so I never finished it. And I thought, well, if nothing else, I could wear them with my flip-flops because then my foot would be warm, but my toesies would be out because usually it's my toes get hot. Not my foot, just the toes.
Just your toes.
But then if your toes get cold, what do you have to do? Make it just a toe to slide over like you do your mittens? That's an idea. Oh my God, you do like the converted mitten. See, the mitten that goes like this, and then it has the flop over. I could make those to wear with my flip-flops. That would drive
removable
toes. The toes flop back. The toes.
Look at you figuring out how to do a pattern. See, you saw the hamster turning in her head. It was running at full tilts there. She just figured out how to make her flip-flops and socks.
Yeah, so I could wear flip-flops, and then they wouldn't make noise, and then they wouldn't. Let's see, Ashley says, I was a toe-up knitter for the longest time, but then I found a cast-on. It's much. Yeah, that cast-on is so cool. I really like the top of it, and it doesn't dig or anything. That was one thing that
she found a super stretchy cast-on.
Yeah.
That was way more stretchy than her.
And then she folds it over, which is really cool. So I really, really like that. That's really cool. But I'm not there yet. So
I can show you how to do that.
Well, I read through the Stephen West pattern. I'm like, to
do that?
No.
Oh,
no, his big hyper knit along comes along.
Well, you just squirreled on my ass and I couldn't follow. Sorry, the nut flew that way and my head was still that direction. We were talking about the cuff on there. He couldn't do it. And then Stephen West.
Well, Stephen West has a sock pattern, but he's got some.
But does he have a fold over sock pattern like that?
No, he doesn't.
Ashley, is there actually a pattern for that, or is this just your thing?
You came up, so we should know. But anyway,
you could
do it on anyone, any top down. You could do it. You could probably do it even on a toe up, and just get to that point, and then just stitch it in. So you'd have to it wouldn't be whatever. Never mind. I have to do more thinking about it. Nope. She said,
I never look for a pattern. I just do it. Yeah. See, that's me too. Sorry.
That's how you guys.
Sorry, Charlie.
Yeah.
You could read my pattern for bend and snap and follow that directions to do that on the socks.
Okay. I can do that. How's that? We'll do that. And then on that note, she just yelled at me enough for one day. Called me a squirrel once. Too often. I'm running a hippopotamus for Christmas.
No, you guys are always saying, how do you do that? Figure out a pattern, and it's like, you just did it.
I sort of
just did it. But you just did it in your brain. Now you just have to.
I just have to remember where it goes from here to there, and
now you just have to do it in practice.
Yeah. So I was very proud of myself when I came up with the afterthought thumb. That was pretty cool.
It was very good of you.
Yeah, it really was. And I really like them. And these are very holiday. And Brenda and Heather, thank you so much, because I have gotten so many compliments about that. And these would make the cutest pair of socks.
They would.
I mean,
they would be awesome
for
socks.
Christmas. It'd be awesome socks.
I would do an afterthought heel on that just so that you got the perfect stripe.
So you got the perfect stripe. So that's how so that you kind of keep the striping going. So anyway, that's all I really have for the day. So next week is Christmas Eve. So I'm not sure we'll be here.
We're not going to be here.
Okay, what about New Year's Eve?
Oh, for fuck's sake, really?
Yeah.
We've really hit it just like that?
Yeah, we have.
Are we going to be
either
gone?
Have to be gone 2 weeks, or we have to do New Year's Eve.
Oh.
Yeah, I know.
No,
I think we're going to kind of.
We might be gone 2 weeks.
We might be gone 2
weeks.
We'll have to discuss
if something changes, and maybe we do something on a different day or something.
Yeah, we can maybe do it Saturday or something.
We'll let you know.
So
subscribe. Make sure you're subscribed, because we might just hit you on a different day.
And then we'll be like, oh my God, there's like nobody on here, and we're talking to ourselves, which is okay, because we do.
We talk to ourselves anyway.
Yeah. We will be dyeing yarn for New York's Woohoo. Oh, you guys are going to the Woohoo? Oh my God, all the way from Washington to New York? Oh my God. Super. She's going to get her DK stock. Yay. Ashley, fat girls, get on that. Because I have a skein of DK. I picked out a pattern. I know exactly what I'm going to do with it. And it's going to be a giveaway, just like she said. So there you have it.
Cool.
So we're going to have that. Sue's going to get her wonderful little mystery.
I'm going to get these crazy.
And the fashionistas.
The fashionista up there.
And running. And we all want you to have a wonderful, safe, and happy holiday.
Yep. Christmas, New Year.
And enjoy
the end
yourselves.
of Hanukkah.
Yeah. I think Hanukkah is done.
Is it done, or
a week ago, or it's at the last
or
day
we're on the last.
We're on the last time of it, you know,
Yeah.
the lighting of the menorah and everything.
Yeah.
I haven't driven by the JCC. They usually have a bigger one that they light as they go along. Yeah, it's really cool.
That's cool.
Yeah, and there's actually 3 synagogues in my neighborhood,
Mm-hmm.
where I live, so that makes a big difference. So anyway, and we'll be back then, beginning of the year, or maybe before.
Or maybe before.
And hopefully we'll have some information for something.
For anything.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll have some freaking FOs.
Yeah, because this should be done. I was sitting there thinking, going,
this is
maybe not, but this will.
Don't tell anybody, but this guy has been going with me to work.
Uh-oh.
It's the only reason why I got this much done. Y'all, with 9 stitches an inch or whatever it is I get in here, that took me a while to get through that.
I'm thinking for someone a little head like mine, I could probably do 1 tree.
You could probably do 1 tree, and then an inch or so and then decrease.
Yeah. Or maybe do an extra round or 2, move the tree up, and then I wouldn't. Yeah. It is fun to do. The thing is it's just that when you get to the second tree, you're doing both trees, and then you forget.
For a hot minute.
Yeah, and then you're forgetting, which section you're on when you're reading those wonderful patterns. So anyway.
Yeah.
So it's a fun pattern, and if you need Tannenbaum, it's free on Ravelry, and you could slide beads in as you go. So you could put beads and stuff in it too if you wanted to. I never even gave it a thought like that. And it does match my mittens, come to think of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I should
have probably, if it's not the same designer.
It's probably somebody who used that.
It's very similar.
Yeah. It's very similar.
Dominique,
so anyway.
Nice chatting. Nice seeing you.
Yeah. Gotta run. Okay. Me too.
Or he.
Not
sure.
Domestic.
Oh, I thought it said Dominique.
No, it's domestic engineer.
Okay.
I like that. That's good.
Still, it could be he or she. So we're going to say.
We wish you a Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Good tidings to you and your kin. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy